Hey guys, how you doing? jpsarrireviews here, and welcome again to another Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics video. And in today's video, I want to look at the extras of this collection. If there's one thing that I personally enjoy about most anthologies and collections, is the extra content that is added as a bonus. I love when games come with all of this. The museum is divided into two different sections. You have the gallery and you have the music. Let's look at the gallery first. Let's start with the first one, which is this one. Marvel vs. Capcom, the main art. This is what is on the cover. It's pretty well done. The high resolution, great graphics. This is a very nice cover, in my opinion. I really love this one. I definitely deserves to have a poster. Probably gonna have one or have a t-shirt or something. I don't know. This is a great art. If we go game by game, let me start with the Punisher. Look at this. This is a very classic art. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. And here you can see more of it. This is a very nice game, and I love the art here. Of course, it's very diverse. 1993. Very well done. And look at the marquee too. All the stuff is here. Very nice. And there's a lot of art that is also added in this collection, which is great, which is the concept and the design. Everything that was used, this is added. This is, I never seen this before, has never been published. All this notes, all this original art design. Nick Fury right there. Very cool. Bonebreaker, Garroyd, the Bushwhacker. All this, you know, it's pretty neat. The Kingpin. Now looking at Children of the Atom, this is the same art that's used for the wallpaper, but this is a classic art that has been used for a long time, and it was used even in some of the casing for some of the games. It's so good, in my opinion. I love it. I love it here. Marquee design, very cool. This is the interior. It's promotional pamphlet. That is cool. Here you can see this is another promotional pamphlet. Love the art here. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Storm, that is Andy Cooper as well. But then you have Jim Lee with Psylocke, and of course Colossus and Magneto there. Another nice, very known piece of art. Another pamphlet that was used. Here you can see the different moves, how you can do certain techniques. A lot of stuff here, of course, it's in Japanese, but still very cool. All this extra stuff that was added really adds a lot of value for me for this package. So people were saying, I was reading some, well, not reading, but reading some of the comments, I would say, in my channel and some of my videos, where they were saying that, you know, they didn't think that the value of this was there, that $50 was too much for old games. And I would say, I don't think so. I think these games, if you try to find these games, at least for the, you know, for like ones that came out on the Saturn and then on the Dreamcast, you know, you pay a lot of money for, even for the PS2 versions, which were not as good. The PS1 versions that were for some of the games, then the PS2 versions, and then, you know, the Xbox versions. All those versions are hard to come by. Of course, the stuff that was delisted. So, yeah, you're gonna pay a lot of money for this. And $50 for the package itself, I think it's great. Not only because you have the great games, but also you have all this content. You can see a lot of art design. That was Omega Red right there. The Silver Samurai, all of them, they're there. The Sentinel, you know, the Way of the Two-Hit of Juggernaut. You know, it's just cool. All this definitely adds to me, adds to the value. I can just really look at it and how the design was. You know, I'm not a game designer, but, you know, I can see the artistry here and the desire for them to really honor it by giving you the best thing. And that Black Bird is huge. That's for sure. Here at Iceman and the beach, I always like that stage. Now we're looking at Marvel superheroes, and here's the main art. More of that art. I always like this one, of course, the pamphlet with all the different art that is there. Rob Liefeld, you can see Kubert, Jim Lee, Mark Bagley. You can see Del Keon's Hulk. Very, very cool. You can see Thanos right there. Very cool. All this is 90s, definitely 90s art. More pamphlets. It's so colorful. I just going by this, just looking at this is, to me, that's worth the money. I don't, even if you don't get the games, but if I buy books, you know, art books all the time, just with the art alone, and some of those books can be very expensive sometimes. So just to get this on the game all as a one package, this is just a bargain in my opinion. So I don't know what people are talking about. Yes, I understand for some people in some parts of the world, you know, the game can be expensive, but eventually this game is going to come down in price. So if you are waiting for a better deal, you'll have it. If you're looking just for the digital version, but just the physical digital, the only thing that I was surprised is that they didn't add any type of collector's edition for this, you know, because, you know, why not? Why they couldn't have done that? I think they would have sold that too. So hopefully, we know that the Xbox is coming, the Xbox version, so hopefully they gave us a special collection or something special. That would be great to have. But look at this, very cool design, very neat. I like this. Actually, I haven't seen this. I haven't actually looked at all of them, so I'm looking this with you at the same time. And some of this stuff I've never seen in my life. And, you know, and I keep up with the art. I keep up with a lot of artists. And so definitely this is great. They went through everything they have. And they're giving you a pretty much full-fledged collection. They're giving you something that is just like some collections that I have. Sometimes I buy certain games and they come with little, you know, extras. And the extras are just so minuscule in number. It's like, to me, it's like, why even bother at that point? You're only going to give you like 5 pieces of art. But here you can get the full package, and that is great in my opinion. It's super, super cool. Here, of course, the design of those stages. I like that how they added all of that. Some of the stuff you don't really see throughout the game, but the fact that everything was, the concept was there to bring those was, in my opinion, that was super neat. Now looking at X-Men versus Street Fighter, this is the main art. Also the one used for the wallpaper. Here you can see Cyclops. Venga's doing amazing work here for sure. I really like that Wolverine. Really looking forward to what the 110 scale collection produced now by PCS that is going to be produced, is going to be released. We're going to see a lot of this already. Some of them already been showcased on pre-order. Looking forward to that collection. But yeah, look at Gambit right there. That is always a menacing Sabretooth. I always like Sabretooth's design from the 90s. My favorite. Here, of course, you have Storm, a Juggernaut, huge and amazing for sure. Very nice art, and the best thing is the quality, the detail, better than ever before. Got Apocalypse, Ryu, Chun-Li, Ken, Dhalsim, Zangief. Very cool, and it's a really, really nice, very neat. Here you can see this one too. Pamphlets. Super nice. You can see the part of the marquee in Japanese, marquee in English. Look at this one. Very nice. Very cool detail there. More of that concept. This is part of the art that was used in the ending of the characters. Very cool. With the drawing. Very nice. I don't think I've ever seen this. Just the drawings. No color. Alright, now we're looking at Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. And this is one of my favorite covers for sure. Or posters. Really look good. Captain America looks great. All these guys in action poses. Venga's doing amazing work for sure. Very cool from the angle. It's like from above. Looking down. It's pretty good. You got live view. It's really nice. It's really nice. Very nice detail. And it looks amazing. Very cool. Sakura. Cool, man. I'm telling you, this is very Norimar right there. Very nice character. I've been playing with it. It's pretty fun, and I still got to kind of learn a lot of things, but man, it's really fun. I love this collection, man. He had so much stuff. They did really nice with it. And here you can see Dan. Now you're looking into the design, the drawings. Very good art. Look at this character. Very nice. All right, now we're looking at Marvel vs. Capcom. This is the main poster. Very nice art for sure. All the characters there. Very cool. Captain America. Very cool. I do like that Spider-Man. It looks really cool. Bengals again doing really amazing work. Yeah. Very neat. Yeah, I'll tell you, you can just buy the collection, just buy the extras. I'm all well served with it. Really fun. But yeah, I wanted to say something about the Origins collection. The Origins collection was a good collection that has some good extras. You have to unlock some certain things from there, and I loved it. But I think that this is superior, that the content that is added here is better than what was added to the Origins. You don't have to unlock it, although it's always fun to unlock things. It's always fun to do so. I think it gives another incentive for you to keep playing the game. But I think the concentration here has been to allow people just to play online, because I think that's the biggest concentration of this game, is to push for their online gameplay. And I think on that end, they're doing fantastic, because the game plays really well online. But yeah, it's always good to have that ability to unlock things. It makes people to feel like, for some reason, we are like that. We love to unlock things. We love to have the opportunity to win something. It's just, I think, a human nature. So here, by just unlocking everything, which is fine, you don't have to work hard for it. Still, it's always fun to have some extra stuff. Maybe they could have added more stuff, just unlockable stuff. Besides all the stuff that they added already to the collection, to the gallery. But yeah, regardless, I think the art is good. Again, I love how Bengals does Spider-Man. I think he does really nice there. But every character looks really neat. And again, the graphics here are the best I ever seen. And I know, because sometimes I do a lot of design stuff. Sometimes I'm looking for the best design possible online, and it's hard to find it without you having to enlarge an image. But here, hey, it's already there. It's really cool. They definitely give you the best. They remaster some of this, and they are giving you the best images possible, and they all look fantastic. I think this one has plenty. It's plenty images here for sure. I think this is the one that has the most so far. Here you can see the pamphlets. Love this one. Never seen this one before. This is actually a cool one. Look at this one, Captain Commando. That is cool too. Yeah, they did a really nice job. The marquee stuff here in Japanese and also in English. And this is of course the main on the intro image on color. Wow, look at that, all the different concepts. So yeah, this one is rich. All right, now we're looking at the last one, which is Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and this is one that we have seen. And here's the design of the characters. Here you can see Cable, Captain America. This we have seen many times before in promo and stuff. I always like this Wolverine. I think I always like it. Spider-Man there. Hulk. This is one of my favorite images too of Rogue. She looks really good. Although I never understood why they went with the green design, the green colors instead of the classic yellow. Although you can still play it, you can still play with that color, but it's just, I don't understand why they use this as the primary. I don't remember why, if that explanation was ever given. But hey, cool. This is definitely 90s Iron Man. War Machine. Psylocke, always enjoy playing with her. This is a nice image of Sabretooth, Storm, Colossus, Iceman. You can see all these other characters. Each one of them looks really neat. Oh, I like this one. That was good. Very neat, man. Yeah, the history of Marvel vs. Capcom has been amazing. Of course, you have to think about MVC 3, Infinite. I would say I have fun with it. but not necessarily like, hey, man, I'm going to lose any sleep over it, but still have fun. Unfortunately, it doesn't hold a candle to these older games because, you know, it could be nostalgia from one side, but also the fact that these games in their era when they came out, they encompass a lot. You know, yes, you know, technically you could say that it's superior, but these games, they have also like a steep curve to learn. You have to learn to adapt, and that takes time. You know, that is effort, something that Infinite kind of took away in some way. It's so easy to play it, and you know, sometimes that takes away some of that factor that you want to come up with combos, you want to do things, which I'm still struggling sometimes. I gotta be honest with you, like air combo, something that I always struggle with, and that is because I'm left-handed, and I learned to play video games as a right-handed person. I don't cross my arms or hands like some people did back in the day. I don't. So it takes me a little more time for my fingers to go through the different buttons. The good thing is that my hand can move the joystick pretty quick because that's my main hand. But when it comes about the buttons on, you know, something that I've learned over time to kind of cut corners and how to do certain things when I'm playing. Well, maybe one day I'll make a video and I'll show you how to do certain things. But the point is that it's more difficult. You know, you have to be more precise. So that has always been you know, anything that has to do with those type of like making super combos, memorization of fingers, where the finger goes when you press many buttons. You know, it's something that it's hard, you know, to bring with a hand that actually is not your main hand. So that's something that you didn't know. Now you know. So it's not easy to live in a, you know, right-handed world when you're left-handed. That if you're left-handed, you understand what I'm saying. You know, left-handed people, sometimes you have to learn to do things like right-handed people, and it is not always simple. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, this art is so awesome. You know, this is so super cool, and they added as much as possible, and it looks great. I always like this, like the image, like there's like the sunlight in front of them on these images. That looks neat. They didn't clean out. They're just giving you the art as it was created. Fantastic, in my opinion. And I will tell you, if you follow my main channel, jpsarrireviews, one of the reasons I was collecting a lot of the sketches originally is because a lot of the art that Eric was doing back then, 11, 12 years, 13, 14 years ago, was based on a lot of stuff of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. He was doing a lot of stuff. So to me, it's like, unfortunately, Code of Geass never completed that collection. It would have been nice, and that's one of the reasons why, and I'm so excited now to see PCS doing it. Based on what the company's doing, I'm sure they're going to finish that. And it's a 110, which is more accessible than having 1/6 or even quarter scale. So that's great. Sometimes people think that a game is all about just the gameplay, but also it's about having fun. That's what I always say. It's not about, you know, people are making the comparison which one is the best fighting game. And the reason why I love this fighting game, first and foremost, and I'm biased about it, is because I'm a big Marvel fan. And also I'm a Capcom fan. I have played these games over the years. I started, you know, since the arcade era. I've been playing games since the Atari era, since, you know, all those. To me, like, there's a history here. Two of the worlds that I love the most collide. My favorite comic book company, Marvel, versus Capcom, has produced some of the games that have really shaped my childhood and also my youth years. Street Fighter, all that stuff. So it's, and more. Capcom has produced so many games that I play over the years. So this is super cool. Love this here. Promo art, the marquees, really nice in Japanese version. Look at this one in Japanese. All this is full roster, the English version. This is very cool. Look at all that. So much content here. So much content here. Of course, the designs from the ending, which perhaps is the least favorite thing of the game. For the ending, it doesn't have much. You don't have individual endings, which have been fixed at some point. I think they wanted to do something like that, create more of a story, but ultimately, I think in the end there were some budget restrictions. So, but by that point, they have created a game with so much mechanics, you know, and things like that. Although some people don't see it like that, but if you look at, I don't know, like you look at people who play this game professionally, you gotta see that this game has so much to give if you're willing to learn, if you pay attention to the pros. It's so much you can do. This game is rich if you're ready to discover. You don't want to be stuck with the same character, but you want to experiment and learn and practice and try to use as much as you can. You can learn a lot. This is really cool, and I'm enjoying this. I don't know about you, but if you're already here, been with me all this time, I don't know how long it's been since this video started, but hey, you're still here is because you really enjoy it too. Really cool. A lot of art. This is definitely a great package. The only other thing that would have been better if this was a book, but based on all the pages that are given, you're already reading an encyclopedia here. There's so much information, makes it as an encyclopedia. It is an encyclopedia, a digital one. It looks really, really neat. It is a great collection. I don't know if they can top it. Lady Sunset, I think that was the original design. Here we can see Amingo, how they plan him to do it. I would say that the one that ended doing, I think that's the best. Now, going into the music section here at the museum, this is the soundtrack. Only 5 songs. And you can play them, of course. And you can enable the shuffle. Or you can enable repeat. You can do all of those things if you want to. But X-Men Children of the Atom, this one has a very complete list of songs. Very nice. Total of 25 songs. If you look at Marvel Superheroes, this one has, wow, look at that, 46 tracks. 46 tracks. Some of them are not that much, like the Game Over. That is only like 4 seconds. So, but it has a lot of different tracks, which is great. Now, X-Men versus Street Fighter, this one also has 40 tracks. You look at Marvel versus Street Fighter, this one has 48 tracks. So even the Norimaro ending 1 and 2, there's a Norimaro Tojo and team of Norimaro, so you get a lot of stuff, which is great. Now Marvel versus Capcom, this one has 44, which is not bad, not shabby. Then Marvel vs. Capcom 2. This one has less, and that's something that, of course, you know, a lot of people are gonna always say that there were not that many stages or that much art, or that more tracks added. So I would say that it can get repetitive because you always get the same. Where there's the opening title, the rank and display, which is classic at this point, mode menu, character select. So you get very basic songs, really, and they get repetitive. That's what I was saying in other videos, that, you know, when you compare it to the tracks and others, you realize that the tracks are not that many. You know, there's only a few. Now you also get the Punisher, and even the Punisher has more tracks than that. You know, MVC2, that's 24. So this is great. And I will tell you now, coming to the end of the video, they have done a really fantastic job with this collection for sure. You know, like just looking at the museum alone, you go to the gallery, you get to the music, the fireworks. It's cool. You have so many options here to have fun. This is a great collection. Now, I'm not gonna tell you that this is the best collection ever. It follows the same trend that they have started. All the games that they have designed, all the collections since the Capcom Beat 'em Up collection, the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection, the original. This is the 3rd one now. The next one in line is gonna probably follow the same, based on some of the trailer, some that we see in the trailer is gonna probably follow the same trend, the same concept design. It's a bit different than the 30th Street Fighter, the 30th anniversary, because that particular collection was designed by Digital Eclipse. So even though it has some of the basics, they took some of that here. That collection, has some differences. It also has a timeline. It has some other extra things that are a bit different, and actually I prefer than this collection. Although I would say this collection has a better netcode when you're playing online, so the games, they perform better. They're better. They have the ultimate versions of the games versus that collection that it didn't have that. Now, if I have to consider the standard for me of all the collections that have been released so far, my favorite collection that has been done, it was owned by Digital Eclipse. It's not even Capcom. That was for SNK with the Neo Geo, the Samurai Showdown Neo Geo collection. That is a fantastic collection because it has video, it has the timeline, the history, something that could have been done here because there's been some classic fights from Evo that could have been just added to this collection just to kind of bulk it up and give you the ultimate collection. You never know, you might get an ultimate collection now, of course, when we celebrate the next milestone, the 35 of the 40th anniversary. You never know. That's when they add more stuff. So they're not gonna they're gonna put all the eggs in one handbasket. They're gonna give you as much as they can, but they're gonna reserve some stuff for the future. You know, that's how they do things. So, but what is your opinion, my friends? What do you think about the collection? Are you enjoying it so far? Do you like the extras? Do you think it was great, or you don't care much about it? This is the first time you've ever seen it? Let me know in the comments below. So once again, my friends, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button to remind you of the next video. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. The links are in the description. And please consider supporting the channel financially through Patreon. My friends, God bless. Take care. I will talk to you again. Bye-bye.